Happy Tuesday, Your Majesties. I have another video for you guys. In case you're wondering, you're probably thinking, Peyton, I thought you were only uploading Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Well, I'm gonna give you guys extra videos this week, and then next week I'm gonna go back to my regular scheduling. Okay. So this one is called Tap Tap Tap. Tap 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 is a scary Halloween story about a group of school children, a secret knock, and a crazed murder on the loose. Uh-oh. Okay. I will tell you a story about something terrible that happened on Halloween. This story is true, so they say, and it made my hair stand on the end just to hear it. Okay. It all happened many years ago in my town, which at the same time was just a little town between the mountains of the Catalonia, Spain. The town was little more than a small square with a church, a park, a prison, and a school. With all the houses clustered around, the town was very good of their school, proud of their school, since it had been voted the best school in the province, whatever. It was the morning of October 31st, Halloween, and the class of students were doing arts and crafts in their classroom. Some were cutting skeletons out of sheets of paper, some were painting vampire bats, and others were drawing pumpkins. Oh, that brings me back to 5th grade when I was in school. The students were all aged between 8 and 9 years old. Their teacher was a beautiful young woman who had only been working at the school for 1 month. While the children were having fun preparing the Halloween decorations, the teacher turned the radio on to listen to the weather forecast. She was planning to organize an outdoor Halloween party for the kids later that day, and wanted to be sure that it wouldn't rain. Suddenly, the weather forecast was interrupted by a news bulletin. This is an important announcement. A convicted murderer has escaped from the local prison and is on the loose. Great. He is described as armed and very dangerous. Please do not attempt to apprehend him. The police will. The teacher rushed across the room and switched off the radio. She did not want to alarm the children, but it was too late. The children had all heard the broadcast and were very frightened by the news. They knew that the prison was very near the school. The teacher tried to reassure them and told them not to worry. You know, that reminds me of when I think I was in 7th grade. We had a code blue because there was a guy near our school with a gun, so we went on lockdown. That just reminds me of that. Oh my gosh, that was really scary too. Anyway, a few minutes later, the school principal made an announcement over the intercom. Attention all teachers. We have been informed that police are dealing with a very serious situation that is occurring right now in town. All teachers are advised to lock the doors and windows of their classrooms until the police get this situation under control. I repeat, lock all doors and windows until further instruction. That is all. Oh my God. The teacher told the class to stay calm. She took out her key and locked the classroom door. Then she went around and closed every window, making sure they were secure and nobody could get in. One little girl raised her hand and asked if she can go to the bathroom. Girl, what? Girl, did you not hear what the principal said? Jeez. Anyway, One little girl raised her hand and asked if she could go to the bathroom. The teacher didn't want her to go, but the girl insisted. The teacher finally relented and gave her permission to go to the toilet. After all, it was unlikely that the murderer would come to the school. She told the girl when she came back, she would have to give a secret knock at the classroom door. Then they would know that it was her and they could let her back in. The code was 3 taps and 2 scratches. Tap, 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 scratch, scratch. The girl left to go to the bathroom and the teacher locked the door behind her. To take the children's minds off the scary situation, she started telling stories. After 20 minutes had passed and the little girl still had not returned, the teacher began to get worried. Suddenly, they could hear footsteps in the corridor. Everybody in the classroom froze. Then they heard a noise at the door. Tap, 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 scratch, scratch. She's back, sighed the teacher in relief. She walked over, took out her key. What if it's not her? Asked one little boy who was shivering with fright. The teacher hesitated, her key inches from the lock. Again, they heard noise at the door. Tap, 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 scratch, scratch. It must be her, said the teacher. She put the key into the door and unlocked it. Suddenly, the classroom door burst open and a tall man was standing there. In his right hand, he was holding a knife, and in his left hand, he was holding the little girl's severed head. The escaped murderer came into the classroom, smiling from ear to ear. The children were trapped inside. All that could be heard in the corridors of the school were screams of terror and squeals of pain. And in the chaos, the teacher managed to break a window and jump out. She barely escaped with her life and crawled to safety. The children, however, were not so lucky. Oh, what the? You're not going to save your students, teacher? Are you kidding me? When the police arrived, they found the murderer sitting in the middle of the classroom. The floor, walls, and ceiling were covered in blood. Little body parts lay scattered around him. He had chopped up every child in the class into tiny pieces. Gosh. They found the headless body of the little girl in the third stall of the bathroom. The police figured out what had probably happened that cold October day. The escaped prisoner must have been hiding in the toilet when the girl was asking permission to go to the bathroom. He must have surprised her in the stall and forced her to tell him the password. When she did, he cut off her head. Today, the teacher is in a psychiatric hospital. She never recovered from the incident and can't stop repeating over and over again. Tap, 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 scratch, scratch, tap, 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 scratch, scratch. The school was abandoned because parents refused to send their children there. There were too many bad memories. The school was left just the way it was when the murders occurred. They say that if you visit the old school building and go into the classroom, you can still see the blood. You can still see the blood still dripping down the walls. If you are brave enough, you could even go to the bathroom. Just tap 3 times and scratch 2. Oh, if you are brave enough, you could even go to the bathroom. Just tap 3 times and scratch 2 times on the door of the third stall. Then open it. You will see a headless body of a little girl sitting on the toilet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 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 this reminds me of when I was in middle school, seventh grade. I think I was in seventh grade. Um, there was a guy near our school with a gun, and we all had to go on lockdown. This story is so similar to my story. Yeah, I was freaking out. Let me know if you guys have ever experienced anything like this. Let me know down in the comments. Anywho, that's going to be it for today's video. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Princess Peyton. Hit the red button to become your majesty and hit the bell notifications so you're notified every time I upload a video. And I love you guys so much. You guys are the best human beings ever made. And you're the king of my heart and the song lyrics of Taylor Swift. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Okay, love you. Bye. Mwah.